All right. So here is my vault. This is the GUI. Here I can see all the available engines, and this is the CLI access of the same vault. So what I'll be doing is I'll be following these instructions, and automatically users will be created in my AWS infrastructure. So currently you can see there is just one user, that is bot. Okay. So step one is you have to enable the secret engine. Secret engine is a place where so if you see here, there is no AWS secret engine, only Cubbyhole and secret are available. Okay. So what I had to do is I had to run this so that AWS engine is enabled. I'll run this command from CLI and the output is success. Now I can refresh and see if that engine is created or not. I'll have to key in the, okay. So you can see that engine is created. What is the next step? Next step is configure a root account in this account. Like root account will be used to create all the users. So that I have already done. This part I have already done. Next part is configure the AWS secret engine. So here that we are providing those root access to this. We are basically we are adding root access to our AWS engine. So let me copy this command and run here. So that configuration is written in AWS config root. Let me go to the next step. Now we have to create a rule. So the IAM user which will be created can have all the EC2 related access. He can create a EC2, he can delete an EC2. So that is what we are doing. This is the policy. So using this command, you can like create a role and credential type is IAM user, and you can define the policy also. So let me quickly run this command. Okay, is it success? Yes, it is success. So let me quickly check here. So you can see my role here. In my role, there is an IAM role. Okay, so let me go back. Then there is a configuration. I can configure like credentials which are created. I can give them some lease. So let us give them say a minute of lease. So one 1 minute is the lease, and maximum lease can be of 2 minutes. I'm intentionally keeping it short so that it auto expires. Okay. So I have also created a leases for those accounts. So let us review again. So we created an engine, okay, AWS. In that there was a user root credentials were passed. So all the actions which this engine will be performing will be using that root credentials. And what it will be creating, it will be creating an IAM role with the EC2 related properties. The IAM, the account which it creates, the IAM accounts which it creates doesn't have the root privileges. And again, in the configuration item, we again mentioned that the leash should be like 1 minute, I think. Let's move to the next step. Okay, so if you see here, there is just one account. As soon as I run this account, temporary and IAM account will be created. Let me show that to you. So let me clear the screen and okay. So see, an access key is created and secret key is created. So developer generally uses this access key and secret key to access the account. And if I go to this IAM, this AWS console, you can see this is created. A user account is created. If I go to the properties of this account, you can see the security credentials. Where are the security credentials? So JQPL. This is what we got. So I can just paste this and I can pass it out to my developer who can use these credentials. Huh? I can generate these credentials, temp credentials, dynamic credentials from this from GUI also. I will go here, I'll click my role and I'll click a generate. When I hit generate, it will generate and it says 60. This is seconds. This will have a life period of 60 and this is a secret. I can copy credential. When I copy and let me show me what is copied. Okay, so this is user key. This lease ID is used by uh, mostly the vault admin to revoke the access. And let me quickly show here. Another set of credentials will be created. Okay, so that old one is already deleted. This is the new one. Okay, so this is just now. So when it reached 1 minute, it got automatically created. Let me do one last change. Let me make it to 5 minutes so that you can see when multiple. Or see, I'll just run this 2, 3 times. Multiple credentials will be created. I am expecting 5 or 6 credentials here. Okay, so some are getting expired because lease period we only set as 1 minute. And these can be passed on to developers. Like whenever we run the command, that there is an access key as well as secret key that can be passed on. Also in GUI, you can copy the credentials. So this is the demo part in which basically I am using Hashicorp Vault to create dynamic credentials. Thank you.